Hi everybody, it's LorePerdomo with National Real Estate, and my team is Casa Tu Casa Florida, and we are here talking about investments, landlords, what would be the best way to invest your money, and how to grow your wealth through the entire years that you are an investor. So before we jump into the information, so I just wanted to invite you to subscribe our channel, or give us a like, or probably join or share this information to anyone that you think that will be benefit of. So I just wanted to start with recap something that we talked about last week live, and it was about what you need to be looking when you buy a house or when you are investing in real estate. So we talk about income. That is the rent coming, the expenses that are involved with the investment. So let's say it's the taxes, probably property taxes or utilities, insurance, and things like that. Also maintenance of the property, very important. And then what will be the cash flow and what will be the cash on cash. So we did a little exercise about the properties that we normally build that are about $220,000. So if we have a 220, the rent are about $1,600 per month. So it's about almost $29,000. So that would be the income on a property like this. Now, what kind of expenses you have? So obviously you have property taxes, insurance, and if you're getting a mortgage, so the mortgage, right? So a mortgage on property like this can be around $1,000 with more $1,000, $1,100 all together with taxes and insurance and probably some additional expenses. So let's say the expenses in general per year is going to be, let's say, around $40,000, $50,000. So now on this particular exercise, we are having most like around $6,000 per year cash flow. So you're going to say, well, I'm going to invest $220,000 just to make $6,000 per year. It doesn't sound right? But at the same time, remember, we're not doing an exercise where you are investing $220,000. We are only investing 10% of that amount plus closing costs. So let's say that you are investing $27,000. So the cash on cash, or the cash flow, is $6,000, but in reality, the cash on cash will be $6,000 divided by the amount of money that we are investing. So that will be the return of your investment. So in an exercise of that, probably you will be getting more than 50% of return of investment. So this is something very important that you need to analyze when you are investing in real estate. This is the basic formula, the simple formula when you're investing. Obviously, this is just the net, but after the net, there are other equations. There's more behind that. So we're not talking about taxes, we're not talking about depreciation, we're not talking about anything else behind this $6,000 that is the cash flow. So most of the people are always concerned, how much is the return? You can make money, and one of the things that I always compare with is the stock market. So that's probably the way how we compare if I am making good money or I'm not making enough money in my real estate. So let's say in the stock market you can get a return about 8%, 9%, 10% will be the cap, I would think, in today's market. So at least you go very, very aggressive. You can go over 10%. But the normal market is about 8 to 10%. So anything that you do about 10%, above 10%, I think personally, me, Lorena, I'm thinking that you're doing way better than real estate market, considering that you have a collateral, you have a house that is not going to go away because it's going to stay there. So everything that you do over a stock market, you're doing great. If you're doing 15% or 20%, that would be awesome. So remember, you're not investing $220,000. You are only investing $27,000, but you are leveraging the financing part, the bank, the money who is using the money, you're using their money to invest in real estate. So that's how it works. That's why you're getting way better return than someone who just paid $220,000 in one shot, because you're not getting that money back. So now what I invest in real estate is obviously the cash on cash that we just did an example over there. The return of investment means the appreciation. So if I am purchasing a house for $220,000, my expectation is this property will go up in value. So that's the appreciation of this particular house. So in these houses that is $220,000, I am expecting that in the few years, probably 5-6 years from now, this property may worth $300,000, and then I'm making $80,000 on equity. Now, this particular house, we were selling this house for under $200,000 last year. We sold those houses in $195,000, $198,000 at the end of the last year. This year, this price is $220,000. So if you think it's almost 10% of appreciation on these particular houses. So if we are planning to keep investing in real estate, this is the kind of investment that you're looking at, where you appreciate your property, and this is what you are thinking here on return of investment. That is the appreciation. Now, tax benefits. Something that we're not talking about here yet is the tax benefits of these particular houses. So what happens is that if you have a portfolio and you hold different properties, you can deduct property taxes, you can deduct insurance in your properties, the interest that you're paying already here, you're deducting the interest from your income taxes. Any expenses that this particular property needs, like utility expenses, or you need to do any repairs, any improvement of the house, you can deduct that from your income taxes. Now, what do you think that, or who do you think will make more money? A regular employee who doesn't have anything and the government take basically a big part of the income of the regular taxes on the regular income, or the person who hold different properties and they can deduct all those expenses. So think about that. So definitely tax benefits is a huge, enormous opportunity for people who are considering to get into real estate. Now, build equity. So this is other important. Amortization is what starts to play a big role here, because if you're getting a loan, if you're leveraging money from the bank, so little by little, your tenant will be basically paying the mortgage, right? And at some point, the mortgage become less and less until you are zero balance. So you basically building all that equity when your tenant is paying off your mortgage of this particular property. So that's how you build equity, thinking or considering that the property didn't increase of value, means that you're not getting any appreciation like in this part over here. So building equity is another way that you can build your wealth. So when I looking at property as a possible opportunity to invest, this is something that I always take in consideration if this is the right property or not. So cash on cash, return of investment, tax benefits, and obviously how I can build equity on the long term. Those are probably some of the bases that you need to consider when you're jumping into real estate investment. If you either wanted to do like a small landlord or you wanted to build a portfolio of properties for your passive income and obviously for your retirement. So if you like all this information, follow up next week on Thursday with us. We will be talking about different kind of properties and how you can probably start to build all your portfolio, real estate portfolio. So remember, next Thursday at noon, and share this information, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. My name again is LorePerdomo. I am your real estate friend here in Orlando, Florida. My team, Mi Casa Tu Casa and National Real Estate. And my phone number is 407-913-9388. Ciao, ciao.